Hello all, trying out a different camera this time, and so you'll get to see me hopefully a bit more this year. I'm in the big polytunnel, and I've started doing my sowing, and basically I'm working my way this way. Today I'm going to sow some beetroot. You can see that. Hopefully you can see those. They are, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Shiogia. Probably got that one wrong. And I'm going to do some carrots. Right. Carrots. I'll start with the carrots. Carrots you're meant to sow directly. That's how almost everybody does it. Oh, sorry, I can just hear it raining. However, 2 years ago, I had a chap, an amateur above me, and he sowed all his in trays, and then he transplanted them. Now, his carrots that year were enormous. From those what he transplanted, worked really well. So I thought, well, I think I've got about 6 packets of carrots here, but why not give it a try? I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do there. The beetroot, they're not going to go in trays, and I'm going to put those. I'm going to put them in these. I don't think you can see it there. They're going to go in cell trays, and I'm going to put 5 seeds in each cell, and I'm going to use the 6 cell trays. So I'll have 30 beetroot in each tray. So that's what I'm going to. So I'm going to start with the carrots first. So. How I do it, I just like to work from right to left. I'm probably always doing things backwards. I'm a bit ambidextrous in a lot of ways. I always seem to do things differently. Now, I don't know whether you can see it on here, but my favourite compost for doing everything, for using in pots, for seeds, I use this Westland multi-purpose compost. It comes in 100 litre bags. Quite often you get 2 bags for £12, and that's what I use. I know a lot of people, they'll use John Innes 123, and they'll use other soils. For me, this is worked. Whether it's something I'm doing right, wrong, I don't know, but it works for me. Might not work for you, but for the last 4 years we've used it, and so I'm going to stick with it. So what I'm doing at the minute, it comes compacted. I'm hoping you can see this. I'm just breaking it up with my hands. It does say on the packet to use gloves. I use a trowel to just take a chunk off. Now it has forecast heavy rain this afternoon, showers, could even be thunder and hail. So I would assume that you'll be able to hear it raining now. It's just in that stage where it doesn't know what to do. I must apologise about yesterday. I was really feeling down in the dumps. I really don't know why it came on all of a sudden. I was fine the day before, and then yesterday, I don't know. Just don't know. So I'm feeling better today. Now ideally, if you've got one of those green trays, what I see a lot of plot holders using, then you can pour your compost into there, and you've got less mucking around with trying to keep tidy. And we do have one at home, but obviously because we grow a lot of stuff at home as well, we'll use that there. I'll probably invest in another one for here. Excuse me. Now, I don't know about you, but it can be a lonely thing, gardening. I don't know. I don't know whether a lot of you are on your own, or whether you have actually got partners. And, you know, here it comes. It's alright, I was just being a bit nosy. Right, okay, a lot of my seeds I either get from magazines or we buy them from Lidl. And Lidl seeds are absolutely brilliant. You know, they tend to all grow. I often find that some of these major seed company seeds are iffy. Okay, can you see what they look like in there? I know that carrots are tiny. I suspect that these have got something mixed in with them. And what I'm doing is just gonna I'm just putting some into the palm of my hand, and then I'm gonna sprinkle them. And obviously when these come through I will thin them out before I actually transplant them. And there's absolutely loads in here. In fact, I'm just going to sprinkle them in. You only need to put a 1/4 of an inch of soil on top. Don't worry if you're not quite sure how to do that. There's various methods, everyone prefers different ones. Basically I just grab a handful of soil which is not compacted and I just sprinkle it over, just so it covers the seeds. Now, as I've said before, we're not sure whether this is going to work or not. As I said, I've only known that one person to grow them from seed in trays and then transplant, and it worked very well for him. We're not saying that this is going to work well for me. It may not. I like to firm it down. It just makes it a bit better. That's it. Right, so all I need to do now with that is label it up. I have got an open packet here somewhere, so let's see, here we are. Now with whatever I grow, there's several things I'll put on the label. We'll start off with the name. So in this case we've got carrots. And then Nantes, tree, whatever that is. So that's on one side. Now on the other side I could put information that will help me. So I'll always put the date. So we've got 24th of March, so it'll be 24th of the 3rd. And next to that if I'm doing flowers and that, I'll put down the height of the flower, because for instance zinnias, you can get them in short and high versions, same with cosmos. So if you put them all down there, that will help you when it comes to planting. So you can obviously put the taller plants on the back and then the smaller ones at the front. So there we are. Now the next thing to do is to water these. Now I'm just going to swap these around, because this is going to go over here. This one can come over here. I've got stuff in here, do not want it to all get wet through, so we're working on those seeds. We're going to be doing those. There's nothing else in here what I need, so I'm just going to put these in the trailer, which is just at the back here. Okay, sorry for getting up. Get the watering can, so I'm just going to give it a good soak. And that's it. Now, being in the polytunnel, it may need a water every day. In fact, the ones at the back there, I'm going to have to give another water. They were planted yesterday, they're leeks, and I did give them a good soaking, but they're dried up. So it's something what needs to be done every day in the polytunnel from March onwards, because they just dry so quickly. Right. Next. Now I've got plenty of these carrots. I'm gonna do another tray. I tend to do a couple of trays. If it's flowers, I may do 4 or 5. May use the whole packet of seeds, and I'll do several sowings. So I might stagger it by a couple of weeks, or I might even leave certain things that could be left a month. And I will put things in different places. I may have some here, may have some in the conservatory at home, the polytunnel at home, or even in the other polytunnel here, outside. I just like to, it just pays off to be cautious, especially when it comes to beans. Now here in Leicestershire, when it's runner beans or climbing French beans, really don't want to start growing them until middle of May, because we can get frost right through to the start of June. So if you do put them out beforehand, then you must cover it over with fleece, because you'll lose them. Even in this tunnel, well, the old tunnel, I lost hundreds of beans. I did do again last year. I thought they were protected, and they weren't. You can other things like you tomatoes. I mean, they can easily get killed, but they tend to be hardier than beans for frost. But having said that, you should never have them outside when there's frost around, because it will kill a tomato. Right, let's just move this over this way a bit. So what we're basically doing is experimenting here. As I say, it's either going to work or it's not, so you can share the experience with me as you follow me along through the season. I see a lot of you have been going to gardening shows and that. I would love to go to some of these things, but I'm not one for driving, and I wouldn't go on my own on a train, so I don't really get to see any of these places. Never mind. so many left. You can see that. Loads. Right, so as I say, 1/4 inch of soil. And then I'm just going to gently just flatten it down and there, back, and give it water. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to give these a water at the back. Oh, and finally, must put a label in. I'm going to stop the video shortly, and we'll probably do a separate one for the beetroot. And probably have a little natter as well. So we've got the carrots. They are variety. The date 24th of March. Stick that in. So that's it. We'll talk later. Hello again, and greetings from the allotment. Second video for today. Today, in this video, I'm going to be sowing some beetroot. That one there, you can see that. And I'm going to be sowing them into these 6 cell trays. I should put 5 seeds into each, and last year I sown straight into the beds and I didn't get anywhere with them. None of them grew. So this year I'm going to try both ways. So I've got a couple of cell trays here, so we'll get 30 in each. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll also put some in the raised beds. And the temperature in here is amazing. It must be about 30 degrees. It's cold outside though. Right, so I've just come back, just had a little chat with Ray and Julie. They're both on the committee. Ray's the chairman. And we always have our coffee breaks and that together. I should think I'll probably be getting called out soon, so I should get to move on with these. So we're further experimenting this year. I'm still growing my strawberries, by the way. I've got quite a few varieties. They're mostly at home, but I'm not going to pursue it like I was. There's just too much work involved with the watering at the allotment, and unfortunately, bad luck keeps coming my way, because when I think I might be able to, somebody might want some, I keep getting knocked back because their shop closes down. So I thought I had an outlet for surplus stuff, and now I haven't, and people don't seem to want stuff unless you deliver it to them, and it's just not practical. It's too costly to go a few miles just to take some, and people don't bother turning up, you know. They say they want stuff but they just don't come. So since doing all these alterations, I've had to change my plans again. I've just got to be careful on what I do grow, knowing that there is no one to pass produce on to. Nobody that I'm aware of. And nobody who I can guarantee who would want some stuff. So what I'm trying to do is grow a lot of the stuff what we do eat throughout the year. Well, say we, you probably already know if you've been watching my previous videos. I don't eat vegetables, I just don't like them. For me, the allotment's to growing flowers and just enjoying the social side. And I love to see things growing. I suppose it's part of the creative side of me. It's just nice. One thing I do eat a lot of, and that's potatoes, and that is something we're going to grow more of. I've got the early potatoes, and I will put some late ones in. Right, so we've got sufficient soil in there. I'm just flattening it down a little, because obviously we've got to cover the seeds. I'm hoping this video is catching me here. I've got a feeling it may have moved the camera. Right, so let's have a look, see what's in here. Let's open the packet up. Oh, with these again, they're not in the little packet, they're just... I don't know whether you can tell what the seeds look like. So we're going to put 5 in. So it's a bit like a dice or a domino. 2 on each corner and 1 in the middle. Tell you what, I don't remember the seeds looking like this when I planted them last year. Strange. Maybe it's a different type of beetroot. So we're getting there, we've nearly done 1 tray now. Oh God, it's so warm. If you'd have listened to the weather forecast, you wouldn't have gone out this afternoon. It was really giving out bad forecasts, and you know, with the hail and everything. Yep, they've just called me for tea break. Just excuse me, I'm gonna have to shout back. Yeah, come in a minute. Sorry about that. Just want to get these seeds put in before I forget. Yeah, come in! Sorry about that. Yes, I have.
Right,
So I'm just filming myself.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Carry on.
Did it take long?
No, I had it done by took about an hour.
Crikey, you did well then.
Yeah.
I think if you get on without interruptions, you can get a lot done, can't you?
Yeah. So I'm just putting the beetroot in at the minute.
Are these sweet pea seeds in there, Julie? In those cups?
Yes.
Yeah. I've never tried those on the tape. Have you done it before? The seed on the tape?
I'm back again. Just had the coffee break. Sorry about the interruption earlier. It happens quite a bit on the allotment. We've got a friendly one up here, so we're always having a little chat. So anyway, oh yes. So I've put 5 of these beetroot seeds in each of these cells, 6 cell trays, and now I'm just going to sprinkle some soil over the top. I think it's a lot of these you'll find need what was it, about half a centimetre, 5mm of soil. So it's basically just sprinkle some over the top. Now when I stick my hand in this compost bag, I'm making sure that it's all broken up in my hand before I actually put it on. It's a much better day today than yesterday. It did forecast thunder, thunder and lightning and heavy rain this afternoon, but what we've been greeted with is more or less unbroken sunshine. Sunshine, I should say. So, I don't know about you, but I feel so much better when the sun's out. Right, so those 2 have been covered up now. Let's just get some of these seeds. Not seeds, some of these labels. You need 2. Never put things off. Always make sure you label everything up straight away, because you'll soon forget. So we've got beetroot. Now the names don't really mean a lot to me. But if someone's asking me what I'm growing, they can look at the label and see. So 24 for the 3rd. Must remember to do it now because the watering can's there. Just got to make sure I don't get wet on my trousers. Oh, I don't think I did that one, did I? Or did I? I don't know. That's the trouble. It dries out so quickly in here. But it's done now anyway. So let's just move this round because I don't think you can see me. There we are. Right. Oh, another shower. and the sun shining, there'll be a rainbow somewhere. So everything's getting on nicely. Do love the new tunnel. Spot seems to be nice with the sun. So yeah, quite happy with how things are going. Got two more things what I'm going to do today. I'm going to sow some lettuce seed. I've got it on this seed tape, so I'm going to put that into one of the raised beds here. We'll grow it in the tunnel. And the other thing is I'm going to sow some tomatoes. Some of them I've just seen, they've got all little plants a couple of inches high. I normally don't bother with tomatoes until May. Well, I didn't do before I had the tunnels. I can't remember what. I know last year I started earlier. We grew them in the conservatory. I'm not doing that this year because they get too leggy. Probably get leggy in here, but we're later. I'm 2 months later sowing than I was on certain things last year. But before we had these tunnels, so 4 years ago, tomatoes wouldn't have been sown in this area until May. Dad used to do all his in May, and you know, they wouldn't go out until June because of the frost. So we'll see how things go. I've got loads of seeds, so what's the harm? It's all about having fun, isn't it? Taking risks. It'll either pay off or it won't. If it doesn't, what if you lost? You've just got a bit of soil, you can just stick it in your bed. You know, there's no loss. So yeah, I think quite good. Oh God, it's like being in Australia sitting here. It's lovely. I can just imagine me sitting in the doorway here, looking out at the flowers in the summer, and with my easel and doing a bit of painting. Lovely thought. Right, well, I think we're going to have to end this video now because we're not going to be able to see me do the other thing, because I'm only using a tabletop easel, so I'm a bit limited where I can put it for you to view what I'm doing. I'll just have to tell you about it in another video, or maybe I'll do a quick short video in a minute, holding the camera after I've done what I'm going to do now. So, okay, bye. Hello again, final video of the day. I've now done the tomatoes. I've set 3 lots of Gardener's Delight. Now what I do, I nearly fill these up with soil, then I sprinkle the seeds, and then just a light dusting of soil over the top and give it a good water. I used to always use trays, but then chap up here does it this way, and basically then you just prick them out when they come through, when they've got the second lot of leaves on, and that's it. Away you go. If we just move around over here in the raised bed here, I've just put some lettuce in, 2 rows, and these are on a seed tape. So basically you just make a little groove in the soil, you put the seed tape in, and then lightly cover it with a bit of soil, give it a good watering, and keep on top of the watering, and then you should get your lettuce come through. They're a little gem. And just finally, you can see where we've been working. Started this the other day, and we've gone up to there, and still got lots more sewing to do, but I've got all this space, so it's great. I can actually, as you've seen, I can sit on my seat in comfort. I think that's one of the key things with gardening. You need to be comfortable, and obviously if you're bent over and that and you're susceptible to back pain, it's no good. So I always make myself nice and comfortable. It's lovely and warm in here. If we go and take a look at the thermometer, see what the temperature is. Let's have a look. There you are, it's 25 degrees. Beautiful. Door's been wide open for the last couple of hours. So that's great. Thanks for watching.